Hello and happy Halloween. It's October 31st, and there is like, let's see, 1, 2 inches of snow back there. I don't know if you could see, but that's my backyard, and there's snow. It's always an adventure living in the Chicagoland area. That is for certain. And I am going to read out of this one, In God's Care. This is a pretty cool reading. When I read it this morning, it definitely spoke to me. And it says, "A comprehended God is no God at all." Gerard Terstegen. Maybe the only thing we know about God is that dependence on this power greater than us brings remarkable changes to our life, and that ultimately those changes are for the best. That may be all we need to know about God. We can guess at other characteristics as we appreciate the grandeur of the universe and the gentleness of people who try to do God's will, but a God that we could pigeonhole wouldn't be much of a higher power. God's ways are sometimes simply beyond human understanding. The closest we can come to equate God is to equate God with love. If our actions are based on love for one another, we can hardly go wrong. My understanding of God is best reflected in how I treat the people around me. And for me, especially when I first came into my 12-step program, and I did not believe in God, and I think a lot of people go through that experience, and one of the steps is to do just that, to give your will and your life to the care of God as you understand Him, right? It's a thing that I do every day now, that I know that I don't know what God is. I don't know who, He, she, it, what. I don't care. But when I reach out and pray to my higher power, and when I am connected to Source and am meditating and living this life, and when I am behaving in a way that is fulfilling and of service and kind and loving and all these things that we learn about that are good, when I'm in that, I feel a presence that's outside of me, right? It's not just about me. And I think almost every religion talks about giving and sharing. And I think almost any leader that has written about spiritual things talks about how the greatest gift that you can give is to be of service to others. And I don't mean being a doormat, being of service. I mean being a true and genuine human that is loving and respectful to others. And I try to do that every day. And that's what's so cool about this 12-step program that I'm in, is that I get to think about it every day. I remind myself every day. And it's usually a bad day if I don't. It's usually a bad day if I don't think about my higher power at all. And I just simply, when I'm scared or when I'm confused or when I'm even grateful, I'm either like, thank you, God, or help, just help. And and when I'm in my darkest hour, when I was in my darkest hour, and when I'm in my biggest stressors and disappointments, that seeking is big. And I have a friend that says this, and I know she heard it around, but they just said, just make your God bigger, make your God loving. You can pick. It's your own understanding, and nobody knows except what you feel inside. You know when you feel it, right? You know when that feeling happens. I don't need to explain myself to anyone, and I don't need to apologize. I just need to know if what I'm doing today is making my stomach hurt and making me nervous, then maybe I shouldn't be doing it. And if I'm feeling that joy and that love and that connection, I know that that's how we're supposed to live. I just know it. And it's that flow, it's that guidance. So I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to this. I am a still learning seeker of all things spiritual, but I've really come a long way, and I'm just super grateful that I have an open mind and that I had an open mind to get me to this point where this meditation stuff, this prayer stuff is a daily thing. So that's all I have. Have a wonderful day. Be good, and happy Halloween.